All right, so I was a little worried today about how it was going to go just because I had a slight headache, but that was really just because I forgot my glasses. But yeah, top set definitely went very well. I could tell that working up that with the technique days, not doing them doesn't affect strength, but my slack pull felt very off, and not to the point where I couldn't slack pull, it just wasn't as efficient as it could have been. So with the lift, it definitely went very well. It felt amazing, especially just looking at the first rep. I could tell that there was some breakdown with really just where I placed my hands in the last two reps, which probably is also a factor of not having that extra technical practice. I did notice that there was a slight sticking point in the last part of the third rep. So I think it was either one or both my knees kind of bent slightly when I was at the top, and based off how it felt and how it looked, I am pretty sure that the reason for that was because my quads were having some trouble pushing through, so my knee bent slightly so that my hamstrings could help my back lock out. So yeah, with that, I am definitely going to push quads slightly more. Not really, just with leg press. I increased it from 5x5 to 5x8, and that felt pretty good. I'm not too worried about intensity for deadlift days, because since I don't do back downs, I have a lot more room to work with in terms of fatigue. I also want to switch out one of my accessories next block. I'm not going to do it this block, because I do want to really lock in on consistency, and I can't be just changing everything every week or two when I find a new exercise. So even though I do think it is less optimal, I'm going to be keeping it in. So what I'm going to be switching out next block is front squats, and I'm going to switch that out for lunges. So I hate lunges. I hate doing lunges because my balance is trash, and it just sucks doing them. But I know that the reason it sucks is because of a weakness that I have, and I kind of need to push through it anyway. So I made kind of, I guess, a deal with myself. It was either 4 sets or high reps. So I decided to, instead of 4 sets of 10 or 4 sets of 8, I'm doing 3 sets of 12 for a moderate weight. I know it's going to suck, so I might give myself a little bit more leniency in the beginning, depending on how it feels, because I have noticed that my ankles have gotten a little bit more mobile. But with lunges, it's really just a balance issue. I have a very hard time balancing with one foot in front of the other like that. So yeah, part of the intensity for that is definitely going to be just getting used to the movement. And when I do have a coach, I'm going to, I don't think it's going to be that hard, but I'm going to convince them that I need to keep that specific unilateral movement in, because I do know that a big part of why my quads aren't the strongest is because a lot of the stuff that is going to be the most beneficial for them, I've just been ignoring. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I also do want to say that SBD days for one, actually no, I'm gonna save that for Friday. Yeah, so that's it.